Hello everybody, how's it going? Today we're going to have problem number 21. It's about write a program to ask the user to enter the array elements and store them in the array. Array elements, it's numbers, alright? Then ask the user again, which number do you want to check in the array? Then print the original array and print how many times that number is repeated in the array. For example, if the user if the user input 5, which means the user wants to input 5 elements of the array, 5 elements, which is 5 numbers. After that, the compiler will display for us this insert array elements, this is string, and element 1, it will stop to let me insert the first number or the first element of the first array. Element 1, I will insert, for example, 2, element 2, 2, element 3, 2, element 4, 4, element 5, 5, okay? And after that, the compiler will ask again the user, then ask the user again, which number do you want to check in the number? Let's say that the user wants to check number 2, okay? Yes, the user wants to check number 2. The user insert number 2, so the output should be like this. Till here, it's not output. From the first question, how many elements you want to insert? And display all this string and we insert the elements. Which number do you want to check in the array? This is not output. This is just we input now. We collect information from the user through the console screen. And after that, once the user finish here, insert that you want to check number 2. The output should be original array 2, 2, 2, 4, 5. That's correct because we insert 2, 2, 2, 4, 5. And 2 is repeated 3 times in that array or in the array, and that's true because we insert 3 times number 2. So now let's go to Visual Studio to see how we're gonna convert this requirement into code. We will use a little bit array because we talked before the array concept, so we have to apply it in problems in this course. All right, so let's go to Visual Studio to convert this requirement into code. All right guys, this is our solution of problem number 21. Write a program to ask the user to insert the array elements and store them in the array. Then ask the user again, which number do you want to check in the array? Okay, as we explained on the slide. Then print the original array and print how many times that number is repeated in the array. So first let's do run to see how the program looks like and understand the idea of the program. Once we did run, the compiler display for us this question: how many elements do you want to enter? Let's say I want to enter or insert 5 elements. Type 5 and I press enter. Insert array elements, display for me the compiler this string, okay? Element 1 and stop. Wait for me as a user insert the first element. Let's say number 2. Element 2 and stop. Waiting for me to insert as a user the element number 2. I will say also number 2, element 3, number 2, element 4, number 4, element 5, number 5. Once I press enter, it should ask me again to insert the number that I want to check it in these elements or in the array, okay? Please insert the number do you want to check. Which number we want to check from these numbers that belong to the elements of the array? Let's say I want to check number 2. And I press enter. Perfect. Once I press enter, now I got the output. The output is original array elements are 2, 2, 2, 4, 5. That's correct because I insert elements 1, 2, element 2, 2, element 3, 2, element 4, 4, element 5, 5, which is correct elements. And number 2 is repeated 3 times because I said I want to check number 2 how many times is repeated inside the array. All right, so now let's go to the code to explain the code of this program. The idea, we will start from the main program as usual, from down to up. First thing, we have integer array. Okay, first thing, we declare array. We made an array, its capacity 100, and 2 variables. One, we name it array length, the length of the array, which is number 5 that we inserted once we did run to the program some seconds ago. And number to check, the number that you want to check it, which was number 2. We said we want to check number 2. All right. And after that, after we define integer data type, we declare a variable, its array, we make from it array, its capacity 100, and after that, comma, array length, it's normal variable, it's not array. Number to check also is normal variable, it's not array. So we have one array and 2 variables next to each other in same line of code because all of them belong to integer data type. We said we can do this and explained in the previous courses. And after that, we call this procedure that's called input array. Takes the array and the array length. Okay. Input array procedure, let's open it. As we said, takes the array and its capacity 100 like the main function, and integer pyref array of length. You have to make it pyref to use its value in the main function down. All right. If you want to know what is by ref and by val, you have to check the lessons of the by ref, by val, I think in course number 2 or 3. And after that, we display this question for the user, as you saw it once we did run to the program. How many elements do you want to enter? For example, I want to enter 5 elements, or insert 5 elements. We take number 5, store it inside array length, which is this one, declare it down in the main function. And after that, we display this string, insert array elements, colon, and we use this while statement. We say integer I equals 0, I inside is 0, I less the array of length we just now insert it, number 5, the user insert number 5, so 0 less than 5, yes, correct, go inside this while statement and execute the lines of code inside it. See out element is a string, as you saw it on the screen. After this string, insert array, we saw this string, element as a string, and open square bracket, I plus 1. I plus 1, why? Because I start from 0 and we want to print next to the element 1. We don't want to display on console screen element 0. We want element 1. For that, we said I plus 1 because I started now inside it 0. So I plus 1, it will give us 0 plus 1. It will give us 1. We'll print it or display it next to the element string, and we will close the number with another square bracket colon. And cn less greater than array of I. Because once the compiler display for us this string element 1 or I plus 1, the compiler stop. Want from the user wants to insert the first element of the array. For that, we use cn greater than array of I. Array of I, it will take the first number, store it in the first index of the array, because the array indexes start from 0. We said explained in the previous courses, right? So when we say here array of I, which means we take the first number, we store it in the first position of the array, which is 0, because the array indexes start from 0. The first position in the array is 0, right? So we take number 2, for example, we insert, we store it in the first position of the array, and I plus plus, I already represent 1. It was 0, now represent 1. 1 less than 5, why 5? Because array of length, once we display this question for the user, how many elements do you want to enter? We take, the user say 5 elements we want to enter, so we take 5, insert inside array of length. So our length is 5 now. So again, while 1 less than 5, array of length, correct, go again, execute the same line of code inside the while statement, element I plus 1. I represent 1, plus 1, it will be 2. So element 2, and wait until the user insert the second element or the second number of the second element. For example, I insert also number 2. The compiler will take it, store it inside the second index or second position of the array. Because we say array of I already represent 1 now. It was before represent 0. 0 is the first position. 1 is the second position of the array, inside the index of the array. So the second number, number 2, of the second element of the array, we store it inside the second position of the array. And so on, I plus plus, until we fill all the array elements, okay? And let's get back to the main function. After we call this input array, and we fill the arrays, we take first the length of the array from the user, and we fill the arrays according to our length, 5, which means 5 elements, 6 elements. We come to ask the user about the number that we want to shake it, as you saw it on the console screen once we did run in the beginning of the lesson. How we ask him? By using this get positive number function. It's a really generic function. We use it many times in previous problems. No need to explain it. We just customize the question according to our requirement of this program in this lesson. Please insert the number that you want to shake. Get a positive number, display this question, take the number that the user wants to shake it, store it inside number to shake. Number to shake is variable declared here in the main function in the beginning. Okay, it's empty, but now we fill it with number 2, for example, because we want to shake number 2 in the elements of the array And after that, display this string for me. Original array elements are, you saw it on the console screen, and we call this procedure display array. It takes the array with its capacity. It's already full 5 positions or 5 indexes of this array. Its capacity array of 100, because here we declare it in the main function array of 100, but we just fill 5 slots or 5 positions. So when we say display array, we give it array. It's already fill 5 elements or 5 positions or 5 indexes with 5 numbers, which is 2, 2, 2, 4, 5, right? And we give it array of length, which is the length of the array, which is number 5. Okay, so let's go to display array. It's here, it's procedure. It takes the array with its capacity 100, and it takes the array of length. No need to make it here by ref, you just make it up by ref to use it here in the main function. Here no need, because we will just going to print it, display it. Okay, let's open display array. Integer I equals 0, same like the previous function, but here to display it. Integer I equals 0, while 0 less than length, array of length, array length, which is number 5, 0 less than 5, yes, go inside the while statement and print for me the first number inside the first index of the array. See out less than array of I compiler will catch the first number inside the first index that's belong to the array, which is in the position 0, which was number 2 I insert. Print it for me. Why print it? Because I say see out less than, which is command print command. Okay, we'll print the first number, and after that space, two double quotation and make just one space like this, and I plus plus, go to the second position in the array. 1 less than 5, yes, so see out less than array of I, but I already represent number 1 in the second position of the array, so print for me the second element or the second number of the array, and so on until the compiler display for us all the numbers of the elements of the array next to each other, between them just spaces. As so because the screen, once it is run to the program, it will be like this. Original array elements are, there is no /n like this to go new line. We make it without /n, we just make space after the r colon to make the numbers next to each other and between them spaces, as you saw it inside the display array procedure. And after that we have this last line of code, see out number, it's string, number to check, it will be stored inside number 2 because we choose number 2 that we want to check it, is repeated, also string, and we call this function, it's integer function, count repeated number. We want to count number 2 because we choose we want to check number 2 how many times exists inside the array, right? So count repeated number, it will take number to check, which is number 2, it will be stored inside number to check variable, and the array, which is the array with all its capacity, which is 100, but we have 5 slots fill in this array, which is 2, 2, 2, 4, 5. So it will take these 5 elements that we store them inside the array, and array length, which is number 5, we store it inside array length variable, and this times just string. So let's go now to a count repeated number function. Here's the last one. It's integer function. It's called count repeated numbers. We want to count the number that we want to check it how many times exists inside the element of the array. It takes number to check. Number to check inside this number 2, for example, we want to check it. An array with its capacity, it's 100. It's just fill 5 slots inside it, inside 5 positions, which is 2, 2, 2, 4, 5. We just fill 5 elements of this array. An array of length, which is number 5. Our length is 5. Okay, let's open this function. Integer counter equals 0, integer I equals 0. While I, which is 0, less than array of length, which is 5, 0 less than 5, yes, go inside the while statement and face this if statement. This if statement, what it said? It said if number to check, if number 2, equal array of I, if number to check number 2, same exactly like the first number that is stored in the first index of the array. If it's same exactly, counter plus plus, count it 1. Say yeah, it exists, it's same like it, and count it for me 1. And I plus plus, move the array 1 step forward. So I already represent 1 less than 5, yes, and get back again if number to check equal array of I, but array of I this time already represent number 1. I already represent number 1, which means we check the second number in the second index. It's same like the number to check. Yeah, for second time also we insert number 2 and we want to check number 2, so also for second time it's correct, it's same like it, so counter plus plus. For second time number 2 it exists, and so on until this counter repeated number function return for us how many times the number that we want to check it exists of the array. And in the end here just return 0, it's return 0 to indicate successful program execution. This already we take it many times before. All right, so let's do run for the last time to check if the program work well and there is no problems with it. Perfect. How many elements do you want to enter? For example, this time 6 I want to enter, and after that the compiler display for us this string, insert array elements, element 1, 2, element 2, 2, element 3, 2, element 4, 4, element 5, 5, and because we insert this time that we want our length of the array 6, so we have another more element 6, 6. Once I press enter, the compiler should ask me the number that I want to check inside these elements that belong to the arrays. Please insert the number that you want to check it. Number 2, original array elements are 2, 2, 2, 4, 5, 6. That's correct. Number 2 is repeated 3 times. That's correct. So that was the problem today. That was the lesson of today. Lesson of problem number 21. Write a program to ask the user to insert the array elements and store them in the array. Then ask the user which number do you want to check, and print the original number and print the number that you want to check it, how many times repeated. That was the lesson of today. That was the problem of today. See you next problem, next lesson. Ciao.